So I'm getting ready to finish my course and release the entire thing to the public. I'm going to sell it, of course. And it caused me to realize a lot of things in development of the course. One of those being that a lot of things are relatively more easy than you expected them to be. A lot of things you might just be making more difficult because you don't think that if it's that easy, it should be worth as much as you need it to be worth, For example, my course, I constructed it using knowledge that I'm getting from AI, right? Using AI, checking to see if that knowledge, if that information is valid, reorganizing the information, creating a video about the information, creating questions and quizzes about said information so that you can ultimately achieve a goal, which in this particular course's case is developing applications. An application a day can keep the bills at bay, So, but it was relatively easy. Now, it took me, if we go back to my logs, it took me about, technically 156 days. And that's just because checking all that information, organizing all that information, and then being confident about sharing that information was really a task unto itself. Okay? So now I'm thinking about developing a course on coding in and of itself. Because coding is not that difficult. For example, best example I can give is when it comes to languages, because at the end of the day, that's all coding and programming is knowing languages. So if you know cat, which is C-A-T in English, and you know gato, which is cat in Spanish, then you know the context of which you can use cat in Spanish, right? Like, yo tengo gato. I think that would means I have a cat, right? I think that. I don't speak Spanish fluently. I'm just saying, even if another Spanish person heard me say that, they'd be like, you said it wrong, but I know what you're trying to say. Okay? And coding is the same thing. You may have said it wrong, but the program might be able to know what you're trying to say. Or it's a formatting error. You formatted it incorrectly, and so you're getting an error in your code. But once you learn how to do something like CSS, JavaScript, or HTML, you know basic code structure, and then you can go about translating that into other things. Because you'll know where to ask the questions. You'll know how to ask the questions, and you'll know how to validate the answers that you retrieve, that you receive. I've dabbled in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, like I've said. I've dabbled in, C# using Unity. And right now, I'm thinking about making a pivot to Lua for Roblox. I heard there's too much money in there to be missing. Okay? So I actually have a project in Roblox that I was having difficulties with before, but this was before the invention of AI. Or this is before the AI weights were as refined as they are now. So now is the absolute best time to get into creating things. And so that's what I'm going to do. But this video is basically here to be somewhat of a testament as to the ease of being able to do things and not allowing yourself, not allowing the self-doubt per se to say that you can't do it, or most importantly, okay, what you have done is devalued because you did it. That's that's something I've been fighting with for a very long time now, and I'm hoping that I'm not the only one.